call is now being recorded.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, am I supposed to start?
Yes, please.
Okay, hi guys, what's up? How are you all? Please, you can all unmute for now. Let's talk for a bit and then let's begin. Since we have a very small group right now, let's keep it as interactive as possible. I'll just open my chat. Hi, Urvi. Hi, Anmol. Okay, so I am sharing a Google form with you guys. I would like all of you guys to fill it so that I can understand what are you exactly looking for, and after the presentation I can send you the mind map that I'm making right now. I'll email it to you, so just kindly fill the form. Okay, Umang, you are sharing your screen. I need you to stop sharing the screen right now. Okay, so we have Urvi, Tanvi, Ishwar. Guys, can everyone please switch on their videos? It'll be really great. It makes the session more interactive. Okay, Nitya has left the meeting. Nitya was one of my joinees. I don't know why she's left the meeting. Okay, Tanvi, I would like to ask you a question, if you can unmute.
Yes.
Okay, so Tanvi, like, what are you looking for in this session? What is it that made you come for this session?
I'm just here to like learn about personal branding to enhance my skills about digital marketing.
Okay, all
Yes.
right.
And I
Okay,
feel the same in your form also.
all right. So all of you are filling the form right now. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to just fill the form. Okay, perfect. Let me just start sharing my screen. Okay, so let's do something, guys. Let's just start and then so we'll so I'll tell you how we'll go about the whole session. We'll start with a little about who I am. We'll start with personal branding, as in what it is and how you can go about things. And then towards the end, we are open to a Q&A in case anyone has any questions that they want to ask me or anything that they want to know about personal branding in particular right now. Okay. So first of all, let me tell you guys that my name is Vedika Ridwania. You all must be knowing that. Uh, I was actually doing CA earlier, but then I failed my CA exams by 4 marks, and then I decided on moving on to marketing. So what made me move on to marketing was that I just wanted to learn a new skill. I started learning Photoshop, and then I suddenly got an opportunity to do a social media marketing gig for a friend of mine. Then I realized that I was actually gaining a little bit of interest in it, and it made me also realize that there is a lot of scope. It's just that how well you can capitalize on things. So the way I've grown, I've always believed in three things: that always keep learning and keep executing, because till you don't execute, you don't actually understand what you've actually learned. You don't really understand whether you're being able to do it and enjoy doing what you're doing or not. Then never say never. Of course, there is one thing that I was never a very technical person, and I still am not, but I keep trying different tools, different skills. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm able to do it, sometimes I'm not able to do it. Sometimes it takes more time. But ultimately, whatever I want to do, wherever I want to reach, I ultimately manage to do that. Okay, by hook or by crook. So never say never, and always have a growth mindset, of course, because till you don't have a growth mindset, you will not be able to, actually give your 100% and succeed in life. So simple things like these made me start my own startup digital marketing agency called Trumpet Voice Your Brand. You all must be aware of that. uh, and I've worked with 100 plus people or companies. Like I've consulted a few people and I've worked with a lot of them. Not all are under the brand of Trumpet. I've worked with a lot of them as a freelancer earlier. So, other than digital marketing, I really like reading productivity books, listening to vlogs, audio books, looking at vlogs and everything, because it makes me motivated. And my mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurs and digital marketers to work productively and grow digitally, because digitally is the future. So of course, like for me, all of you guys are aspiring entrepreneurs or digital marketers, and that is the reason why I was really interested in doing this webinar with all of you, right? So guys, in if at any point of time you have any question, I don't think I'll be able to read your chats in between, so you can just unmute and throw your question. Okay, just make sure that you don't interrupt me in between. Just let me complete the sentence and then you can ask your question. Okay. So now let's just look at the Wikipedia definition of personal branding. Personal branding is a conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of an individual, blah, 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 blah. So the thing is that all of us read a lot on Wikipedia, Google, and everything. And it's just too theoretical. I don't think anybody would enjoy me talking about the Wikipedia definition, right? So, in my simple words, what I think personal branding is that you have to be an influential person in your industry. Influential meaning that you have to learn a lot and you have to be capable enough to educate someone else, right? Then once you learn and once you start educating, you are treated as a thought leader of your industry. Once you are how would you be treated as a thought leader? Only when you are adding value to others. So we see a lot of company pages where people are just trying to sell. So that's not how marketing works these days. You always need to provide a lot of value for free, and that's how you create a name for yourself, and then you ultimately start selling your product. Okay, you have to make an impact in the world by providing whatever values you have. Everyone cannot be an astronaut or everyone cannot be a soldier, right? So in your own way, whatever you are good at, you need to discuss about those things on your social media profiles. So it's it's not that, it's all about the content that you are consuming and you are putting out on social media that helps you create your personal brand. When it comes to building a personal brand, you don't need to just talk about your success, you need to talk about your failures too. Because once you start talking about your failures, people actually start relating to you, and that's when you start inspiring people around you. So I was I never thought when I was in school or in college that I would aspire to be a marketer, because I belong to a completely finance related field. But then I realized that this is the topic that interested me, and that's how I started working on digital marketing. Okay, just 1 second, guys. Okay, so that was a little bit about me, just to give you a glimpse of who I am. And are you guys enjoying it till now? I'm sure I'll bring in some value, guys. Don't worry. Okay, Ishwar, are you getting really bored? I can see it in your face. Okay, he's not. Okay, guys, if there's anything that comes up in your mind, please let me know, okay? Because this is my first webinar too, and I would really love it if this session is interactive. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you all must be wondering that why do we need a personal brand? So there was a time in life where brands used to sell. Maybe the 70s or the 80s, where Coca-Cola was a brand, Pepsi was a brand, Times of India was a brand. These were the brands which fought with each other to sell and create a market share. But in today's digital world, where everyone knows everyone, it is just too easy to find out anything about anyone. People buy people. Okay, people don't buy a brand, people buy people, and people buy the product that someone sells. So if you trust me, you would trust my product. You wouldn't really think कि ये what is the brand that I'm building. You would know me and you would buy my product then, right? uh, Personal brand of course helps in creating a lot of trust and credit worthiness, and it makes you take a lot of effort as well. Like today, if I wanted to do this webinar, I had to make sure that I am creating a good mind map for you people, uh, so that you guys enjoy what I'm going to present. Okay. Now, once once I had this in mind that I have to do something like this, I had to make an attempt of understanding what is the flow of the mind map that it should be and everything. So it made me take some effort, and once I took that effort, I was confident enough that at the end of the webinar you will actually enjoy it. Okay, so there are a few examples that I would like to share with you. Richard Branson, who all know about him? I'll just stop sharing my screen again. Okay, do you guys know Richard Branson or Virginia Airlines? So he's the biggest marketer, one of the biggest brand marketer in the world, and he's famous because he has built his personal brand. Okay, do you guys know Elon Musk? So do you guys know Elon Musk because you know SpaceX or Tesla, or do you guys know Elon Musk because of the person he is?
Tesla and SpaceX.
So I'll show you guys one thing. So Elon Musk is a guy who has built his personal brand in a really nice way. Let's look for Elon Musk. This cannot be his official profile. Let's see his Twitter account actually. So Elon Musk has 40.8 million followers. I've never seen and SpaceX has 13.7 million followers. So do you guys realize the difference between having a personal brand and having a brand of your own? Okay, I'm just losing the website. 1 second. Yeah. So do you guys realize the difference? That's what the impact of a personal brand can be. A lot of people in this world don't know about SpaceX, but they know about Elon Musk. A lot of people, even if they know about both the things, they would not go and follow SpaceX right now, but they would follow Elon Musk. So if there is any new product that you want to market or you want to build on your own, the first thing that you must focus upon is the person or the face behind the product. Because if I know Omang or if I know Anmol, for me, the credibility of your company is a little higher. I don't know anyone else in the group. But since I know them, I knew that they would have got a good set of people in their company, right? So that's how the world is working right now. So a few more examples. um, so there is a digital marketer called Neil Patel. Do you guys know about him? Okay, he's one of the world's best number one digital marketer and is famous for bringing in traffic. Okay, he has 220K followers and he has a product called Uber Suggest. I don't know, I've never done this, so I hope I don't mess up. One second. This cannot be the official page of Uber Suggest. The point that I'm trying to make over here is that you can build a brand for yourself. And okay, that is the official page of Uber Suggest. That is what Anmol just WhatsApped me, my friend Anmol. So Uber Suggest is one of the most famous tools for keyword research. Uh, Neil Patel had thousands of followers, and Uber Suggest had 238 followers. Even though his brand is used by almost every marketer in the world, nobody's following the brand. People are following Neil Patel. Okay, that's the importance of personal brand, and that's what we're going to talk about: how he's built it, and how is he actually monetizing on his brand. All right. Okay. So these are a few more marketer examples, like Gary Vaynerchuk, if you guys know him. He's also a really good marketer and has built his brand on the basis of a personal brand. So the thing is that now we need to understand that how do we create a personal brand, right? We've understood that what is a personal brand, why is it important. Now we need to know how do you create it. Point number one is that you need to create a niche for yourself. So what do you mean by a niche? A niche is something that you are good at, you are talented at. There is a market for that particular thing, and you are passionate about that thing. You're so passionate that you wouldn't feel that work is work. Exactly. Okay. So, one second. Okay. So, if there is a product where, tell me a product which doesn't work. Like if I'm good at typing, or if I have a typewriter company, do you think that would work in today's world? There is no market for that. So if I build a brand and if there is no market for that, then what's the point, right? But if I build a product right now, like if I build a product which is a course on affiliate marketing, supposedly, so I have a big set of market which is ready for me. If I know the skill, if I'm passionate about affiliate marketing, and if I have a market, then that's the section that I should concentrate on. Right. So first, everyone needs to define a niche for themselves. All right. Now, don't talk about everything and to everyone. So you need to figure out your audience. And see, if I'm a marketer, and if I talk to say any person who's not interested in marketing digitally, whoever that person will be a fool in today's world. But if somebody is not interested in marketing digitally, and if I'm talking to that person, my all my effort goes in vain, right? So always make sure that you talk to someone who's interested in that product of yours. Okay. Then you need to add a lot of value to your audience. Like if today we have a webinar where you don't have any value addition, you don't get to know about something new, then would you attend my webinar again? No, right? So always try and add some value or the other to your audience. Okay. Like if you go to my Instagram page, uh, I talk about different tools that can help you do different sort of things, like different tools which can help you build landing pages. So somebody who's building a landing page right now would be really interested in that post and would come back to me and maybe ask me something about it, and I will only be able to tell him or her about it only if I learn and execute things, because till I don't execute, I don't understand the problems that are associated with it, right? Then you need to be very genuine, and to get genuine fans, you need to be genuine. That is how you will get genuine fans. Like if I tell you today that I know everything about digital marketing, I would be wrong. If we are if we are building a trust factor in between us, I need to be honest to you guys. I need to tell you, you need to tell me what you want to learn, and then maybe if I know that particular topic, I can teach that to you. That is not an issue, right? Then social media is a place where you can find people, but you should not build your entire community on social media, because social media is not your property, right? Instagram, for people who built their whole audience on TikTok, in a night their whole audience vanished because TikTok was banned. Earlier Facebook had a very high amount of reach, but now you can only reach people on Facebook if you have money. So people who built their audience there and didn't convert them into their own community or their own tribe, that's when they lost their audience. So when you're building a personal brand, keep in mind that of course you need followers, you need fans, but you need to build a community of your own. And you have to choose the correct platform for where you want to build your personal brand or where you want to build your brand. Like for me, the correct platform would be Instagram, LinkedIn, maybe Pinterest, because it gives me a lot of organic traffic. Like I can post infographics and then it can give me organic traffic. For me, I think a platform like Snapchat doesn't make sense, because I don't want to snap. And what do I express through Snapchat? I need to build in some kind of reputation with my followers as well. So according to your brand, you need to choose your own platform which you want to leverage to build your own community, right? Okay, just give me an example of any particular brand or any particular uh, subject. Okay, am I not sharing my screen?
You're not.
Oh, I am really very, very sorry. Okay, I thought I was sharing my screen. Okay, anyways. Okay, give me an example of any particular startup or a product where I can tell you ki where should that product be marketed, in which platform.
Course on cybersecurity.
Okay, so a course on cyber security. All right, we had a discussion about it, right?
Yeah, right.
So for me, a course on cybersecurity is a very content intensive product, right? So when it comes to that, you need to have very good Facebook ads. You need to have a good ad copy. You need to market it on Instagram only and push that through advertisements. You need to have YouTube videos on what the course is going to provide. Okay, you need to have Quora marketing for that, wherein there are different questions that people keep asking, that where can I get a course on cybersecurity, and which is the best course on cybersecurity in India. Find those questions and then write good answers. When I say that write good answers, it means that write long answers, descriptive answers, give as many images in your answers as possible. You need to do good SEO for a course on cybersecurity. Like you need to have proper blogs providing solutions to the problems that others are facing. This content intensive thing will help you in building the trust to your consumers. You need to have whoever's teaching the cybersecurity course, in the cybersecurity course, you need to do the personal branding of that particular person. Like if today I'm going to build a course the first step for me is to build my personal brand, right? So you need to convince that other person to build a personal brand and go on live sessions on Instagram, talk to different people of the same community, collaborate with different people of the same community. Like for me, you guys are of the same community. I'm collaborating with you guys because I get an audience, you guys get an information, right? So you need to do small little things like these. Okay. Course on cybersecurity was there in your mind and more, but do you guys have anything else? Any other particular business?
Suppose I'm planning to sell coffee, then where do I do that?
So what kind of coffee are you planning to sell? Like, are you planning to have a store, coffee store, like a CCD, or are you just planning to sell the
No,
coffee beans?
just coffee beans or maybe powder.
So first you need to understand your market, like whether you want to sell it to the end consumer, or whether you want to sell it to the other coffee makers. Like as in, do you want to sell your product to CCD, or do you want to sell your product to me? If you want to sell your product to me, then you need to do a B2C marketing, wherein you need to market yourself in Instagram, in Facebook, and of course you need Facebook ads and push your ads and do all of that, right? But if you want to sell your product to say a Starbucks or a CCD or somebody, I can't really pinpoint names over here, so you need to be active on LinkedIn for that. You need to have a blog page which is a B2B oriented blog page than a B2C oriented blog page. You need to tell them why your product, why if they keep their product in their business, how is it going to be different. So first you need to understand the difference between a B2B marketing and a B2C marketing. Right? Got any clarity? I hope I'm making sense to all of you. Cool. So you guys can see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
All right, perfect. Okay, so yeah. So for the cybersecurity thing, again, Anmol, I would like to say you that once you ask the person who's teaching about the course, that person has to build his own community. As in, he can use Instagram to get the contacts, but then he has to nurture those contacts in the way of sending them emailers and talking to them about his product, and then doing a few webinars and building trust with them and so on. Like it's a very big process of building the brand and then actually converting those leads into conversions, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So now we've spoken about how we can build a personal brand. Okay. Now there are a lot of things, of course, that you need to do. The different tools, I'm not naming them as social media platforms. I'm naming all of them as tools. Okay. No, naming them as tools because your ultimate goal is to use these particular platforms uh, to find your ultimate goal to use these particular platforms is to find your leads, but ultimately convert them into your end customers, because till they are in this platform, they are not your customers. They are the customers of Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever social media platform it is. So for Facebook, uh, right now, if you try and do any organic reach in Facebook, you wouldn't get anything, because Facebook has like billions of signups in there. Okay. Facebook has more of content than what it can organically provide to anyone. So for Facebook, you need to have paid ads. Okay. For Instagram, there are different things that you can do. You can do stories, reels, live sessions, feeds, IGTV, and guides. Out of all these, I think that today stories and reels do the best. Okay. I'm just touching upon these things because this is something that you would already know. So for LinkedIn, a lot of people are not very active on LinkedIn. All right. So for LinkedIn, the first thing. Acha, tell me, guys, are you guys active on LinkedIn? All of you? Yes, no, just shake your head. I can see all of you now. All right. So just go to your LinkedIn profiles and see if your profile is optimized or not. So this is my LinkedIn profile, and my LinkedIn profile has a cover photo. It has a featured set of products that I have. Then it has a little about what I do or what I've done in the past. And this is how I am trying to build my LinkedIn profile. So for if you're building a personal brand, then LinkedIn is a very good source right now, because LinkedIn is one platform which is giving you organic reach right now. So every social media platform has a life cycle. 10 years back, Facebook provided organic reach. Till a year back, I would say, Instagram provided organic reach, but now they also need paid advertising. Right now, LinkedIn is providing you organic reach. So it's a very, very important platform if you actually want to build your personal brand. All you need to do is be a thought leader. If you've learned something today, go to your LinkedIn page and write a small content on it and just post it. You might see a lot of organic reach there. And but the thing is that you need to be very consistent with whatever you are doing. Don't think of holding back any kind of value that you gained, because the concept of personal branding is that you have to serve, and then when you build the trust, you can sell. All right. So right, you guys need to build a personal profile on LinkedIn pages don't work that well right now, so your profile optimization plays a very important role. And you have to build in a lot of constant content over there. So for Quora is a very good space for answering the questions. So when you answer the questions of people, that's when you get to understand the problems that people are facing. Once you understand what the problems that people are facing, you will be able to provide solutions to it. You will get product ideas. Okay. uh, and of course, once you start answering people, you'll have to be more mindful of what you are saying or what you are writing, because people will start following you after a point of time, right? It's a very good space for affiliate marketing as well. So supposedly you find a question asking 10 best productivity, can anyone suggest me productivity books to read, right? So you can give a good 1,000 words answer where you write about each productivity book that you've read in the past, and just summarize the book in like 100 words, and give the productivity book your affiliate links to, and give your affiliate links in the Quora handle. So anyone of you, do you guys know how to create your own affiliate links on Amazon or anything? Anyone? Do you guys want to know about it? So so if there's any product that I am buying on Amazon, there is always an affiliate link of a friend. Okay? Because I ask them for an affiliate link, because that's when they start getting commission. I'll just show you how to create an Amazon link. Okay. So there's a website called Amazon Associates. Okay. You just need to sign up over there. They'll ask for your bank information and everything as well, because of course they'll have to give out their affiliate incomes, give out your affiliate incomes to you. You need to go to product linking. Just find the product. Say this is the book for which I want an affiliate link. And go to get link. And so this is my unique link to this book. So once you guys, I've just shared my unique link to the book in the chat section. So if any of you guys click on the link, I get a report that I've had like 5 clicks. And if any of you guys purchase from that link, then I get a commission on the amount that you've spent. So basically, you're spending the same amount, but I'm getting a commission out of it. So even if you want to sell, see if basically there's a fitness coach. A fitness coach talks a lot about the different products that you need to buy, a weighing scale, a dumbbell, or anything, a food product. If a fitness coach makes a set of affiliate links for himself or herself, just imagine the amount of money they can earn from their own tribe, their own community, their own clan. Right? Am I making sense? Is everyone enjoying the session, guys?
Yes, it's actually pretty good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
1 second. My laptop doesn't have charge. Just give me a minute. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about this. Right. So that's how you can start using Quora to get some affiliate income. All you need to do is you need to start questions that people are asking, but you need to do them consistently so that Quora also recognizes you as a good thought leader and starts pushing your answers towards the right people. So you can do Quora ads as well. Quora has a section of Quora ads. So that can be helpful in pushing your, like if you have a very high ticket product that you are affiliate of, maybe you can do ads for those particular answers. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Quora also helps a lot in SEO. Okay. So when I say it helps in SEO, what I mean is, suppose I go to Google and I search for digital marketing agency in Kolkata. In the first or the second page, I think we should find a Quora answer. If there is somebody who has answered this question. So in the second page, we find a Quora answer to this question. So this question has been answered 4 times till now. It's not a very followed question because I think people in Kolkata are not so much into Quora. So they haven't really made the effort of writing an answer for this question. But if you are a digital marketing agency, even I have actually not written an answer to this question. But if you are a digital marketing agency and if you want to market yourself, then it can be a great source of being approachable. All you need to do is give a list of 10 people, put your name at the top, and give a link to your own website on the core answer. Right? Okay. Then let's come to Pinterest. Pinterest is one platform which helps in driving a lot of organic traffic to your website. Okay. Pinterest is not a platform which everyone uses as a business hub right now. A lot of people use it just for scrolling, but if you start using it as a business hub, you will understand that you can connect it to your own blog, you can drive traffic, and Pinterest has a lot of infographics which work. So if I open Pinterest right now, and if I write, okay, let me shift to a normal account. And if I write 10 best yoga poses for beginners. Then I get an infographic, right? So every platform that you choose has a different sort of marketing that needs to be done. So if you need to do Pinterest marketing, you need to make sure that you do a lot of infographics in them. Okay? Then comes YouTube. YouTube may you should also have short videos and you should also have long videos. So the short videos in the beginning would help you just get a good market, and the long videos would actually mark you as a thought leader. People will make an attempt to see a 2-hour video of yours on YouTube only if you've built a trust. I don't. This is something which nobody has ever taught me, but this is something that I feel for myself. Like that's how I choose people. Like if I know that this person is good enough कि हम इसका 1 hour का video देखें, then only will I spend 1 hour of my time in watching that person's video. And to build that trust, you need to have short videos and short tutorials about a few things in the beginning to build that amount of trust, right? Then Facebook groups is a good place to engage your own community, or maybe it was a long time back, but right now I would say that having groups on WhatsApp or a Telegram group.
You are not presenting.
Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm too bad with Google Meet. Okay, is it fine now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so where was I? Yeah, Facebook groups would have been a good idea maybe 5-6 years back, because people used to give a lot of engagement and get a lot of engagement. But currently, groups on WhatsApp and Telegram, they work better. Okay, so when you get your customers from social media platforms, try and push them to a WhatsApp or a Telegram group, and make sure that you are not always trying to sell something. Just try and add value, because every time you talk to your community people, you get something from them as well. You, like, if today if you guys ask me any question, I would get to know about something new, any new problem that you people are facing or I might face, and I would try and find a solution to that particular question, right? That's how you need to nurture your community as well. Okay? Then of course this is the most important section, you really need to go in depth about, but we don't have enough time for that. So you need to build your own blog. By saying that you need to build your own blog, whatever we have done with all the social media platforms, where do you drive that traffic to your own blog? So again, let's come to the cybersecurity person. If the cybersecurity brand doesn't have a blog of their own, uh, all the content that they are creating, they'll be creating for different platforms. They won't be creating it for themselves. What actually someone should do is create small content for different platforms and bring the traffic to your own blog, right? So that you can actually have a good analytics of who's coming, from where they are coming, and then you can start targeting those people again and again, and actually start getting leads, and then you'll understand who's your lead which can actually be converted, right? Okay, so these are the few tools via which we can actually build a personal brand. Now, to do these things, we need to have sources where we can execute our ideas. All of us face trouble in designing. A lot of us don't know Photoshop. So two basic softwares, or the two easiest softwares that I have worked with, is Canva and Trello. I'm sure a lot of you know about them, right? They make you design a complex thing in like seconds. They already have a set of stock images. You can of course upload your own stock images and use them as well, but they already have a set of stock images too, so you can easily use them. Okay, then comes places from where you can get stock images. Shutterstock, iStock, Pixabay, FreePic. FreePic is something which I think every person who uses Photoshop or Illustrator uses, because um, it gives you open files of various things. Open files, matlab, they give you editable Illustrator or a PSD or an InDesign file, right? Then comes a hashtag. So hashtags play a very, very important role when it comes to any sort of marketing on social media platforms, because that's how you are searchable. Like today, if I want to search for any cybersecurity related thing, I would search cybersecurity courses. So if you are branding a cybersecurity person, then can you tell me if he's available over here or she's available over here? And if you've used this particular hashtag.
No, we haven't used this particular hashtag. We go with more around hashtag cybersecurity probably, or hashtag ethical hacking.
Okay. So make sure that you use as many local and as many niche oriented hashtags as you can. As in, the deeper you go, the better the audience you get. Okay, cyber security will be a well researched hashtag. Cyber security will have high number of hits. See, there's so many hits that it'll get lost. If you post something, it'll definitely get lost. Okay, but if you had posted something on cybersecurity courses, then the chances of it getting lost would be lesser. I'm not sure if I can show you my insights from here. Like there was one hashtag that I was ranking for earlier. Let me just check if I'm still ranking for it. Okay. So this is my brand's post. Okay. And the hashtag that I had written was Digital Marketing Agencies Kolkata. Right. There are just 173 posts. If somebody is actually just looking for an agency in Kolkata, the chances of them finding me is higher because I'm ranking over here. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with this search. But do you get the point? Like, the more local you go, the better reachable you are to your particular target audience. So, is the course that person providing an online course or an offline course?
It's an online course.
So
Fine.
maybe you can use different cities where you think that course would be more approachable or more convertible. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Mm. So there are different hashtag research tools as well. A tool like Flick or a all hashtag generator. We are really short of time, so let's not get into the details of each and every tool. Maybe we can do it some other day if you guys are interested in it. Okay, do you want me to give you a short synopsis or let it be? We'll do it some other day then. Simple video making tools like InShots and InVideo. So the future of marketing will really depend on video content. That's what all the marketers around are predicting, that the more videos you make, the better it's going to be. You're going to be more, because with videos, the personal brand that you're building just gets better day by day. Okay. So video marketing is going to be a very important thing, for which you can use tools like InShorts and videos to edit all the videos that you're making. Then comes link in bio. This is a very important thing that I wanted to talk about. So let's get into something specific. Okay, just say for Instagram, do you guys know that there's only one place where you can provide a link? So do you guys ever face the difficulty of you know how do I provide multiple links? So let me just introduce you to two things. One is Linktree and one is Taplink. This is a very, very important thing. So that's why let's get into a little bit of detail with respect to this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So this is my profile where I have given a Linktree link. Okay. So this Linktree link allows me to give all the other links that I have. Okay, but it just allows me to give particular links. Okay, I have not signed in, so it's not opening properly. And but a more comprehensive thing would be using Taplink. So Taplink is a link which helps you in expressing your product better. So this is a link that I created for my company, wherein if somebody clicks on this link, it's like a landing page for my Instagram. Okay, so when somebody clicks on about us, they get to see my brand profile. Okay, then if somebody clicks on our clientele, they get to see the clients that we are currently working with. There are a few more actually. It's not okay. Then if somebody clicks on what we do, they get to see the different things that we do. And then I can make internal pages. Like I can make a set of e-invites that we've made for somebody. Okay. Or I can maybe set a page for the different logos that we've made for somebody. Okay.
It's basically like your own blog, which is showed here.
It's like a
Like your
landing
own.
page. It's not a blog because I've not written a lot of content. And in a blog, it is very important to give affiliate links because that's how you would earn. It doesn't have a lot of exit points in terms of monetizing, but it has a place where I can actually showcase all my work.
So it's like a place card for you guys, मतलब lookbook type का चीज.
Yeah, kind of. Okay. So I've just touched upon what is LinkedIn, what is Taplink, and what is Linktree. Linktree is a free tool. Like what I did with Linktree was completely free, but what I did with Taplink is a paid tool. So if you just want to begin and if you just want to, have different links, then you can have a Linktree link. But if you want to invest a little and make a more comprehensive link, then you need to have a Taplink thing. Okay. Then, okay, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Of course. And then whatever content you write, just make sure that you're writing the right thing. And to do that, you need to have a basic plugin like Grammarly. I'm sure everyone must know about it. And a very big problem that everyone faces is that how do you find good content? Like what do you need to post about? One of the easiest ways, I'm not going in depth with that. Okay, guys, it's very, very basic. One of the easiest ways to find good quality content, like what the people actually need, is to simply search it on Instagram or any other social media with the hashtag. Digital marketing is too broad. Let's go digital marketing tools. So you get to know about what your competition is posting, and you just get to know about what you need to post to maybe do well on social platforms. Right? This is really basics. This is like wouldn't really help you guys so much, but just to touch upon it. Okay. Okay, I have stopped sharing my screen again, right? Okay. Okay, now let's get into how can you actually monetize with personal branding. Okay, the easiest way to monetize is with collaborations, in which you get gifts in kind. Like if I am a blogger, then if even if I have 10,000 followers, people would start sending me free gifts to just have a post of their own about themselves. Okay, then comes ads income. So when we are putting out video content, why do you think video is the future of personal branding and one of the biggest ways of monetizing? Because when you're actually putting out video content, you see that there are a lot of ads which come in between when you're playing a Facebook ad or when you're playing a Facebook video or a YouTube video, right? So that ad that comes in between those particular videos is what gives you uh I can't see you guys now, so it's okay. So these ads that come in between your particular videos, they give you a lot of money. Those are called in-stream ads. Every tool, every platform has their own norms and own regulations for the in-stream ads. Like for Facebook, you need to have a minimum 3 minutes video. You need to have minimum 10,000 followers. Similarly, for YouTube, you'll have another set of norms. Once you have 1 million, the amount of money that you get for, like, I think you get $1 for 100 views or aisa kuch. I don't exactly remember, but every platform have their own individual norms when it comes to video content, right? Then comes paid promotions. Of course, when you are a blogger or an influencer and people want you to talk about your product, don't talk about anything and everything. Only the product that you've used, you've tested, and you've liked, talk about them, because that's when you'll be paid to talk about things. Ki, if you really like my product, we'll pay you, but you still please talk about it. Okay, so it's very important to build the right amount of trust and creditworthiness to actually get good paid promotions. Then comes affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, I showed you Amazon Associates. And as a marketer, what I can think of when it comes to affiliate marketing is marketing tools. So every tool, like maybe a Canva or a Trello or InShorts, every tool would have an affiliate link associated with it. Okay, so every time an affiliate link is associated with the tool, if you sign up using my reference, my referral link, I earn a certain amount of commission. And as a digital marketer, there are zillions of tools that you use when you actually start going in depth into marketing. So selling affiliate links of those tools is very important. So for every field, you need to understand what is the thing that you can sell as an affiliate. Like for if you guys are marketing the cybersecurity course, you can talk to that cybersecurity person and say that for every course that we sell, you need to give us an unique affiliate link. Maybe you can charge them less only if you're confident enough of if you're confident enough of selling enough courses for them. ठीक है? Then another way in which you can market yourself is, yeah, so when you go on live sessions on Instagram or a LinkedIn live, you tend to answer a lot of questions that people are asking. In answering those questions, you get to know a lot of problems, and you solve those problems. Once the moment you start solving those problems, there is someone else who's sometimes a potential client who's listening to you. Okay, if that person feels, see, it's a long shot, but if that person feels that, okay, you are someone who would be able to solve their problem, you never know if you would get that client conversion as well. So you just need to keep doing things right, and you need to be very ethical in what you're doing. You need to make sure that you're doing everything with a good mindset, and then you can actually start converting people by just making conversations with them, right? So for you guys also, you guys must have spoken to a lot of people to actually start getting interns, good interns in your startup, right? So how did you do that? By just going on talking about your things. So just imagine if you were recording a lot of your video conversations, were you or were you not, I don't know. You must have built so much content. All you need to do is take snippets of that and start posting it on your own profile and telling people. Just say, for me, I would know Anmol, so I would listen to her more. That's the power of personal branding, and that's what all of you guys need to do for yourself and for your respective brands as well, right? And of course, you can make a lot of digital products and you can start selling them. Like if that person is selling a course online, it's a digital product that person has created, and whether one person buys it or whether 10 people buy it or 100 people buy it, his cost is going to remain the same. Of course, when the cost would differ if it's like 1,000 and 10,000 because of the tools that he's using. But every time you create a digital product, it's going to be really scalable. Okay, and once you build a brand, once you start learning automation, and once you know how to actually sell the product, supposedly, I'll just show you a very quick example. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So I built a digital product on InstaMojo, which, so this is one problem that I used to face when I started marketing. I always used to face the problem of finding digital calendars, as in the calendar events. Okay. जैसे होली कब है, दिवाली कब है, चॉकलेट डे कब है, ये कब है, वो कब है. These are basic events, but there can be like one day like World Earth Day, जो कब आके चला जाता है, nobody realizes also, right? So I created this product which has calendar events, all the calendar events of 2021, and it's a 499 worth product, but I'm selling it for 49 rupees. Okay, so to sell this product, I built a funnel. Okay, let me just come back. Yeah, to sell this product, I built a funnel in which I sold uh, the January calendar for free. Then I got an email list of people who bought the January calendar for free from me. Then I sent out email. Then I will be sending out emailers to a few of them, and I've already sent out a few emailers to a few people saying that, look, you've bought the January calendar, and I'm sure it was helpful. But now we have a set of a calendar for the whole 12 months, which is just available in 49 rupees. Like, it's not a big pocket pinch, and it's a product which is really scalable. If one person buys it or 1 lakh people buy it, the cost for me is the same, right? So think in those lines, and this is how you can start building your brand, start building your digital products, and start selling. Cool. Okay, guys, we are coming to the end of this session, and I would really like to know how you guys feel about it.
If no one is saying, I would like to go ahead first. I think we had great insights coming from you, and talking about all about social media advertising. Probably going through Quora, could be Pinterest, could I actually wrote everything down, whatever you were saying. So and I think I will be implementing most of the things coming to our own startup. Okay, and I think we gained a lot. And right now I am just imagining to where can I start with. But after say date, like just probably give me a week or so, and we will be implementing a lot of things that came from you today.
All right, that would be great to hear. Okay, if anyone of you like would like to know anything else, let's open the session to a small Q&A of 10 minutes and see if anyone has any questions. We can, and if I can help you guys.
So I wanted to know like what are your suggestions for Bison? How could we improve upon it?
For Bison. So just tell me a brief about Bison once more.
Yeah, Umang, go ahead. अच्छे से बताओ.
Okay, great. Okay. So we started Bison with the projection of, since in the pandemic times only. Okay. So there were a lot of people losing their jobs, and we wanted to create something for, we actually wanted to create something for the older people. However, we were doing a lot of internships. Okay. And we thought there is a lot of market segment for this area. Okay. Because there are a lot of people who who should have started their internship probably right now, but still are sitting at home and doing nothing. So we wanted to do something productive for those people as well. So that is why we created this internship platform, where we are where we have different tie-ups with companies, and they basically want to do an affiliate. So it's an affiliate model only. Okay, so they want to sell their products or probably their services, and we get interns for them, and those people are actually selling these products and services. So the interns are doing all the job, and we're just managing them.
So you are marketing the company with the help of particular interns for one particular company. The interns
Right.
are working, technically they are working for you, but they are working for that one particular company only.
Exactly.
Okay. So basically you are running a marketing agency, but you've named it differently.
Right.
Right. So first you need to build a website for yourself. Okay, where you need to be very, very clear with your thoughts. I think you've confused two things. So, my first suggestion to you would be don't confuse in between two things. Either brand yourself as a marketing agency if you are one, it's not an issue. Like if you are young and if you started something new and if you think you are okay, make them your own interns, make them your own community. Don't name them as the interns for that particular company if you are managing the interns. If you are not managing the interns and if that company is managing the intern, then mark yourself as someone like Internshala. Right? Don't confuse yourself between a marketing agency and an internship providing agency. Okay. Then, of course, if you and Anmol, if both of you are the face behind it, then you need to build your own brand. You need to talk about what you are providing, and you need to talk about the problems that you are solving for others. Like I never knew about the product until and unless Anmol told me, but I'm following her on social media. If I was following her on social media and if she was already talking about it, I would have known about it 6 months back when I was looking for interns for my company. Nobody will suddenly search for your company, but people do. See, it's the saying of charity begins at home is really true. Right. For me, I got my first client who was a friend of mine. Slowly, with word of mouth, I started getting more and more clients. I still have a lot of friends who are my clients. And they know about it because I talk about it. So my first and foremost suggestion for Bison would be for you guys to actually build your brand, and
Okay.
you must definitely do that on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah,
Try
we are
and
there on
focus,
LinkedIn.
try and
Started
try and
LinkedIn.
focus on one channel. Like for me, I try to focus on LinkedIn more than on Instagram, because LinkedIn is one platform which is providing me organic growth right now. I can just go on putting content on Instagram and build a organic growth, and somebody can spend $10,000 and have the same level of reach. My 1 year of effort and his $10,000 will be the same thing. So I would rather think of spending money on Instagram and organic growth on LinkedIn. Okay.
Okay.
So when it comes to LinkedIn, the way the content should be, what should be, and everything, that's a different ball game altogether. The kind of content that goes on LinkedIn, everything, all that is different.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Anyone, anything else? I hope all of you got value from the webinar. Okay. So I am sharing a few links with all of you. They are my social media links, and it has my Google review link as well. So for the first one is my Instagram link. Second is my Telegram link. So what I was thinking is that you guys could join the Telegram group. If you guys face any issues, you guys can always ask me on that Telegram group about your questions, and then maybe we can all have a healthy discussion and find solutions to your problems that you're facing. Okay. Also, I've shared my LinkedIn link with everyone, where you guys can follow me, because that's the place where I try to be more active than on Instagram. And I've shared my Google review form with you. So if you guys like the webinar, and if you guys share a review, not just a star review, just give a small write up, that would be a great thing. That would help me boost my personal brand. Right? Okay. Okay, guys, really nice talking to you. And it was great conducting this webinar.